What's going on, folks? It's your boy, the Great DNA, bringing you a video for my AR beam build that I just put out a video for. Please like and subscribe to the channel, show some love, and I'm going to show some love back by showing one of my favorite builds that I like to use, especially when I run solo in this game. So let's get right to it. It's a 4-piece Banshee, 2-piece Striker, 1 Savage Gloves build, all tied in by the Ninja Bike. I'm running it at 8k firearms, around 5k stamina, 3000 electronics, and I'm gonna get right into this. I will say this, like, this is also a very viable 1v1 build if you would just like to take off the Banshee Shadow armor piece and put on a Barrett's chest piece with it. And that's what I like to do most of my 1v1s with whenever I'm on this character, and it's pretty damn effective. It hits hard. So, getting back into it, I have a chest piece rolled to stamina with exotic damage resilience, health, and ammo capacity. I'm taking advantage of the 10% damage to target out of cover and the Banshee bonus that gives the ammo back when you're rogue with a rank, decreases damage from non-rogues, and increases damage to rogues, especially if you go down and take a proc. So that's more damage bonuses on top of however hard this build is already hitting, and it hits pretty hard. I have 2 crit hit chance firearms mods on this. On my mask, I have firearms roll with more exotic damage resilience, burn resistance. The reason why I'm not going for skill haste or health on kill on the chest piece and critical hit chance here is I feel that this build is a little too squishy to not have any EDR, and even though a pred will still pretty much destroy my health bar, at least I have my box, I have my med kits, and more so for grenades and sticky bomb damage. I don't like getting hit by 2 grenades, but I'm fighting against multiple players and I'm holding my own, and then all of a sudden 2 frag grenades come back to back, and that's all it takes to kill me. So I had to put some EDR on the build. And on the mask, I have a stamina crit hit chance mod. The knee pads, I have the Striker knee pad, taking advantage of the set bonus 2, which is 20% stability. Now it's up to you if you want to roll stability on your book bag instead, or if you want to put it on your weapon mods. But on this build, at least on this character, I have the 1 Striker piece for the stability. I mean, you can get more damage out of it if you ran like a Banshee book bag and 5-piece Banshee, but I have something like that on a different character, and I just like the extra stability. Like, this is extra beam time here. I have firearms here with health, burn, bleed, and shock resistance. Pretty good knee pads. I'm rocking with a 266 stamina, 1% crit hit chance mod, and post crit hit chance performance mods because I have a pulse on at the moment. On the Ninja Bike, I have firearms roll with health and ammo capacity. Now, on the Ninja Bike and on the knee pads, I opted to go with health over crit hit damage. I do have other pieces that have the crit damage on them, and I've been switching back and forth, and while I can go from about 112 to 130% crit hit damage, it's not a huge jump, and that about 30,000 health you can get back from those 2 health rolls is just invaluable when you're fighting against multiple players and you need to just keep your health up just a little bit more. On the book bag, I have 1 stamina crit hit chance mod, 2 post critical hit chance mods here. The Savage Gloves are pretty simple. Firearms roll with crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and AR damage. And we have a maxed out holster with crit hit chance here. On the holster, we have another post crit hit chance mod. Now, let's run over to the weapons. My primary M4, I have Vicious, Deadly, and Competent on it. This is more of a distance gun or a full health gun. I pop my pulse, or if we have a pulse in the team, I'm running this in the team and they have a pulse, I'll pop my booster shot. I'll get the Competent bonus, and as long as I have my health up, I'm getting a bonus from Vicious also, so that pretty much gives me a nice little damage boost in itself. Mods are pretty standard here. Magazine size, crit hit chance, rate of fire. The optics, we have a pro red dot sight with crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. The large muzzle, we're going to have an SR suppressor there with crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. And we have a small grip red with crit damage, stability, and reload speed here. For the secondary, this is the gun where if someone gets within house range or I'm starting to lose a little health, I'll switch out my first gun and I'll switch on to this one. I can take advantage of the responsive, the 10% damage damage bonus. I have Deadly on here and I have Unforgiving on here, so I can really face trade with this gun a lot better than I can with the one that has Vicious on it, because whenever I start to take a little bit of damage, I'll switch off. On this one, I have magazine size, crit hit chance, rate of fire. I opted to go with a rugged mini reflex sight here for a little bit of extra crit chance because I don't have vicious on this gun. If I'm running with a pulse on a team, I'll switch that back to a pro red dot sight or a C79 so I can get my crit damage all the way up, as the teammate's pulse will basically take care of the crit chance and damage for me. We have a loud vent brake. I like to differentiate my guns if I can between SR7 suppressors or large suppressors and vent brakes, so I know which gun I'm using and which situation is the proper one. You can also do that by gun color, but this is the way I have it over here, and I like it this way. Another small grip is going on here. Crit damage, optimal range, and reload speed. We have the double barrel sawed off here, utility gun. Low gear score, I crafted this. Predatory, sustained, determined. Get everything back just a little bit faster. So let's go to the stat sheet. On my primary M4, I have 33.5% crit chance, 100%, 112% crit damage, 87% headshot damage. Now you add on the Savage Glove 7% bonus, you can go up to 40%. 39%? Yeah, 40%. Wow, bad math. 40% crit chance to damage out of cover. That's going to go down to 33 if I go under the top segment of health. So that's where I make my switch off. Go to my second M4. I have, that's not right. It's calculating vicious on there. 28% crit hit chance, 99% crit hit damage, 81% headshot damage. Now this right here, you add the 7%, that gets me up to 35% on this AR. And here's where everything plays into it. I have a pulse right here that I like to run a concealer with the crit hit chance mods. 15.3% on the crit hit chance here. So let's calculate that into whenever we use a weapon. My primary M4, 33 to 40% plus 15, that gets me up to 55% crit hit chance while running an AR. That's beautiful. Same down here. The gun without vicious, 28% to 35% with the 7% savage bonus, and then from 35 to 50% crit hit chance. So I'm getting 50% crit hit chance on both of my ARs while running a total AR build, basically an AR crit build. And this is a great way to basically run into my skills. Immunizer, pretty much a given. You need it. You got Preds running around, you got fire turrets around, you need to clean yourself, you need to try to pick up a teammate. Y'all all know what that is. I switch back and forth between a scrambler, pulse, and a booster shot depending on how I'm feeling. I run with a booster shot a lot, but the pulse has more utility to it. Talents are adrenaline, critical save, precision for the extra damage, and on the move. In a group, I'll take off precision and put on combat medic, but I like to run this build solo. Going back to the character sheet, past the damage, we don't have any skill haste. What a surprise. Max health is just over 300,000. The armor is pretty good because I have a lot of pieces maxed out here. This is one of my favorite sets. We have 22% EDR here, 33% bleed resistance. It helps a little bit against Pred. Not much, but just enough. Burn resistance is at 50%. Shock resistance is at 33%. And this is just one of my favorite builds to overall run around with. It's very squishy, as I said before. Not as squishy as the 10K Banshees running around, but it gets the job done. You just have to play smart, play the distance, and that's basically the build that I have to show you today. Thank you so much for viewing. If you haven't already, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, let your friends know, let your frenemies know, let your enemies know. This is the Great DNA, and y'all have a great day.